Hey guys, Desolate Magic here, and I've got great news. Once you listen to this whole entire video, you are going to be very thrilled if this sounds like something you want to do. Now, you know how everybody keeps saying that Magic is such an expensive hobby, even though it's not really true, and the only people saying that are net deckers because, they follow the logic of you have to net deck to win, and then also you have to win, like, at all. And, all net decks are expensive. That's either true or it will become true. Like if a deck becomes popular, it will go up in price. But you clearly do not need to. I mean, like I've said, here's your evidence. I've been playing for like 3-4 years. I have about a 60 to 70% win rate lifetime, and I've never net decked, ever. So clearly it's just know what you're building, build for your local meta, know what you're doing, outplay them, outsmart them, just be better at Magic and build exactly what you need to win. And let me just remind you, there's a big difference between a $300 deck and a $20 deck. It's $280 in case you're not good at math. That is not an insignificant amount of money. I mean, if it is to you, great, but you should still then, even if you had the money, not just automatically, I'm going to copy the pros. Just ignore card prices and build whatever you want. I mean, if you want to put 4 Gideons in your deck and 4 of the flip Jaces from that set that isn't even legal anymore, what a lovely, great reference. Go for it. Build whatever the hell you want. But here's the thing. What if I went all Morpheus and said, what if I told you? You can play Magic completely for free. Now, as soon as I say this, you're probably thinking, okay, somebody's younger brother, somebody who constantly mooches off of everybody, somebody who only uses their parents' money and is 10. Okay, there are technical ways like that to be a complete douche, and well, not if you're a 10-year-old, then you don't have a job. But all the other examples, like mooching off of other people and constantly, bumming sleeves off people or playing without sleeves and stuff, not exactly ideal. I'm referring to something completely different. Now, I think I might try this. I've been wanting to try it forever, but I think I might finally do it. There is a way to play Magic for free, and it's, we'll just say Gravity Bomb, because that's what I opened the last set with. Gravity Bomb won me 2 back-to-back FNMs. So, absolute first place. Actually, I feel like they weren't in a row. I think I switched decks in between. But the 2 times that I played it, I won first place. That deck cost $11. So, I won, not in what I opened because I don't remember. I know one of them was Liliana, so hello. But I remember from just the MSRP, we'll say, $3.99 a pack, the number of packs I won, it exceeded the cost of the deck. So, if I wanted to, I could have sold off the boosters or traded them. I mean, not really. You open them and you trade what's in them. I mean, that's a little bit more normal. I actually do know people who will trade away sealed boosters. It's odd, but whatever. Like, somebody will have a $4 card and they'll be like, want to trade it for a booster? And people are like, I like boosters. And they'll do the trade. I mean, at least you don't have to look up the price. But, yeah, I won way more than the deck is worth using the deck. So I made a profit playing Magic. Oh, yay, I can retire. Just kidding. It was like $20. But you can do it. Like, if you want to do it just as a challenge, I think Amonkhet is the time to do it. Because the card pool is enormous. A lot of hyper-powerful cards are less than rare. They're either uncommon or common. And anything from BFZ through Eldritch Moon is like dirt cheap right now because it just got, well, BFZ and OGW got opened to death, and Shadows and Eldritch Moon just aren't that popular and everybody buy listed them, so the price is tanked. So there you go. And then honestly, Kaladesh, even on day 1, if it wasn't a Smuggler's Copter or a land, it wasn't worth a damn thing. And then you go to Aether Revolt, and it was, I mean, Aether Revolt was kind of expensive, but there's a ton of cards in Aether Revolt that are hyper powerful that just nobody plays. So you could come up with an ultra budget deck. We're talking 20 on down, Maybe if it's 2-color, you got to throw in a couple bucks worth of lands, and that's where you get the 20 on down. Otherwise, not counting the sleeves, most budget decks are about 10 flat. And we're talking like, no joke, 40 cards times 25 cents equals $10. Like, that's what I mean by a $10 deck. I mean, sleeves and lands, and maybe you're playing a 35-cent rare, but other than that. So now with Amonkhet looking just miserable on the rares as far as prices until people start net decking, and commons and uncommons, forget it. I mean, I think there's like 2 uncommons that are above baseline price, and that's it. So at this point, assuming you avoid certain mythics, you can build just about anything as long as what you build is good. So I don't do a lot of deck building tips on this channel, but Rogue Deck Builder, he does, so definitely sub to him. You can just take like play strategies and probability and stuff from my channel though and use that to say, okay, I think I can come up with something. So for example, since I want to try this, see if I can win more MSRP in prizes than I spent on the deck, I guess you would say. My strategy is to build a red rush deck. It's going to be like a pseudo, I keep forgetting it, pseudo dash deck. So it's going to be Blood Moon. It's going to be another card kind of similar to it, sort of. A lot of heavy hitters, but every single creature is going to have haste, hopefully. So I can drop something in, immediately swing with it, which is why I'm saying it's like that the dash decks, but then also boost it or passively boost it without even casting a spell. So how are you going to stop that? I mean, disallow maybe? How many of those are you running? I mean, come on. So unless they actually counter the summoning of your creature, you're going to hit them. And if they block with everything, they're going to lose everything because it'll be so much boost trample. So the deck will just be double strike, boost, trample, ambush, haste. And that's it. Honestly, the red rush deck that I was looking at, Falcon Wrath Gorger was the only card worth anything. And that was just like a 2-1 for 1 non-haste or something like that. Wasn't even that good of a card. In fact, it's not even in the new deck design. So, hey. So I think you could legitimately get this deck done for about $11 tops. I mean, I don't remember a whole lot being above 25 cents. I think a couple were 50. So this deck's going to be pretty killer. I mean, it's going to be like red rush, super fast speed, aggro burn without actual burn spells. Basically red wins is what they usually call it. Except it's going to be super durable and play around control, which is the polar opposite of how Red Winds works. Red Winds is I'm dealing damage to your face, I'm hitting you with creatures, I'm trampling, I'm doing this boost, and I'm going to get you from 20 to 0 as quickly as possible. I hope you don't stop me. Like, throw up a bunch of counter spells, board wipes, and 1/1 death touchers, and we've got a problem. But this deck, it's going to be reloadable, as they say. Instead of just, oh, combo, rush, oh no, and now I'm top decking, I lost. It's going to be like, oh look, I top decked another haster, drop it in, double strike, boost, boom. You know, just hit him in the face. It's just going to keep swinging and swinging and swinging. Oh, I should call it swing set, except that's stupid and I already hate it. I also have an idea for like a white embalm deck that I don't think would cost much more than about $30, but then, you know, $30, like, think about that. How many packs at $3.99 a pack would you have to win? And I know a lot of stores, from what I've heard, unfortunately not mine, does 3 for $10. So we'll say $3.33 per pack. In other words, 3 for $10. So if you spend $30, you got to win 9 packs. That's doable. Now, a lot of people run win a round, win a pack. That's how they run F&M. So you really can't get more than 3 to 5, depending upon the number of, you know, people who show up. It's way more common for people to do basically like the top, like anybody who goes 4-1 gets paid and anybody above that. And then they do like, they'll give like 12 packs, then 7, then 5, then 3, then 2, then 1 or something like that. I've been at multiple stores that do it in multiple different ways. There's something to be said for, oh my god, I bombed out all 4 rounds except I technically won round 4. Oh good, I got a pack. And then there's ones where just for showing up, you get a pack as part of your entry, and then they lower the prizes. And then there's ones where they just do, oh god, I hope you do well. Like if you go 3-2, you are out of the prize pool. I kind of like those because it's like you really win a lot of packs for a really difficult journey to the top. But also you don't win packs as often, so it's, I don't know, it's not great. I think people are happier with win around, win a booster, but then there's no grand prize. Like the person in first literally gets nothing. First and second get the promo, and then the other 2 are randomized usually. That's how almost every place does it. So prize structure aside, because I mean, you got to consider that, like, if your deck's just good, you'll constantly go 3-2 with it. And then you'll be out of the prize pool, maybe, depending upon that. I mean, if you win $10 worth of boosters every week by going 3-2, there you go. You're just fine. So then you can build kind of like a consistent but glaring weakness kind of deck. You're going to have to build something nuts if they do not do win around, win a booster. Like, you're going to have to really crank up the power level, and if certain decks aren't working, you're going to have to abandon the idea. So it might be harder based on how your LGS does things. But playing for free is very, very, very doable because, like I said, if you're running 5 rounds, win a round, win a booster, and you win $10 worth of boosters in 1 week with a deck that costs $10 and then show up for the next 8 FNMs, I mean, come on. I do know people that will build a deck once with singles and with cards from the pre-release and trading, and then they'll do nothing but win packs with it and either trade the packs, sell the packs, or open the packs, and then trade that for another deck. And they basically never pay for cards, like, for the rest of the time, which is pretty nuts. I mean, they tend to share dual lands between 2 decks and stuff like that to keep it cheap, but their whole goal is to never play for Magic, to play as cheaply as possible. That's brilliant. I mean, the way I do it is just prizes versus investment and see if I can do it. So it's kind of, you know, it's like a self-imposed challenge. It's not like something I'm recommending people do. I would compare it to when you play a free-to-play game on mobile and you choose to specifically not give them a penny. I have actually done this. I did this in a couple online games, actually, not on mobile, just on the computer, just MMOs, like free-to-play MMOs. I just said, I am never going to give them money ever. Let's see how far I can get. And I became, in one of the games, one of the richest players in the game, which is really funny. The other one, I just supported the company and liked what they were doing, so I gave them money eventually. But I actually was pretty well succeeding. I was max level and everything with full gear, custom items from certain events, just winning at events, getting premium currency that way and stuff. You know, doing dailies and all that. And it's a self-imposed challenge. So it's like if your goal is just for fun to see how good you can get without being like a pay-to-win douche or whatever they call the people who actually spend money. If it's not literally based on, I don't have any damn money, which is how most of mine end up, it's kind of fun. It's like, oh, I'm going to play on difficult mode, you know, because I don't get any advancements, shortcuts, or anything. So that's what I would compare this to. It's completely up to you. It's your choice. You're doing it just as a goal for yourself. Like, let's see if I can make a profit playing Magic and thus play completely for free. So if anybody's interested in joining me on this, I might make a couple videos following it up, and then I'll probably start losing with the deck and then build a $200 deck. Just kidding. The most expensive standard deck I've ever built was about $120. Well, both of them were $120 approximately, and I traded for them. I really just never spend cash, like, ever. It also helps that I buy thousands of dollars worth of Magic cards, and if I need the cards for my deck, I just keep them. So theoretically, I did pay cash for them. But I do so many like buy list credits and trading and all this. That's just how I build my decks. Oh, and very few of my decks are above $50 or even $40. I mean, that's just not how I do things. So I'm going to focus heavily, at the request of almost everybody on my channel, last time I mentioned this, I'm going to focus heavily on this channel in the future on super cheap decks, like ultra budget. Because I know usually I'm like, oh, budget-ish, but it's still 2-color and still $60. You know, that still ain't on everybody's radar. So we're going like, I want to play Magic for free level stupidity here. If I can, I'll even kick out rares. I doubt that's going to happen. That's more of a coincidence when it does happen. But if you can build it on just commons and uncommons, you might be able to just like get those from your friends, like people who drafted and then aren't interested in keeping the lesser cards. You could legit build it for free. Or, like I said, it's 40 times a quarter. Just find a $10 bill and buy the damn deck. Support your local gaming store, for God's sake. I don't need to reiterate, whenever you buy commons and uncommons, you are making them so much money on the set because everybody thinks it's the rares and mythics. Those sell, and then usually you just barely break even. All the money comes from the commons and uncommons. So if you can help them move those, good. And if your store doesn't sell singles, good for them. They're saving money, but that kind of sucks. But I mean, if you ask people who constantly open like, I don't know, multiple boxes or a case and just be like, hey, can I get 1,000 commons? Because that would mathematically contain 4 of every card. They'll probably give it to you. I mean, I know I'm sick of buying storage boxes. So don't be a mooch, be polite about it. But a lot of people are just looking for like legit players to make use of the cards instead of having to store 5,000 commons. So what do you guys think? Is this a cool idea or is it just dumb and you're just like, screw it, I'm going to spend money? I think winning packs away from the people who spent way the hell too much on their deck because they're net decking douchebag and a pay to win just loser, I think that's funny to me, so that adds a little sport to it. So that's one of the major reasons I do it, but also because I'm broke as hell, and third, because I just like building my own decks, and they just end up cheaper when I do it that way. I just don't copy anything in the meta. So if any of those sound cool to you, definitely join in on the Desolator's Amonkhet Play for Free challenge. Leave your deck ideas and any other comments down in the comment section, and most importantly, check out my new t-shirt store. I mean, Teespring owns it, but it's a customized URL with my name in it. And hey, if you win enough boosters and make enough profit from playing Magic for free, you could afford a t-shirt, so there you go. Or you could just go to F&M shirtless, your choice. I'll see you guys next video.